In the first video of the Typhon Speedrun tier list series, we've covered the Rune run. Now it is time to see what Earth can do. The first thing that is blatantly obvious when we look at the skill tree is that there is no skill that gives any movement speed, but we do have a lot of offensive power. The strategy for the Earth mastery was tested a lot before Rune became the go-to mastery for speedruns. That being said, it could still be that there is a faster way to play the Earth run. Feel free to test the Earth mastery yourself and share your experiences. We start with 3 points into the Earth thermometer on level 2 and the Ring of Flame on level 3, bringing that one up to stage 5 on level 4. Upon entering Sparta, we find reinforced leggings of travel with 13% movement speed. A little bit of extra strength is required, but I'm very much fine with that. A Frostbite Shrine helps to kill Nessos with the Ring of Flame. His buddies are susceptible to the Ring of Flame and are easily taken care of. Nessos himself is a bit tankier, but still manageable. With the bonus skill point from Leonidas and 2 more level ups, we get the Ring of Flame to stage 12. It now drains our energy quite quickly, so we have to make sure to keep enough energy potions to counter that. How powerful the Ring of Flame really is gets demonstrated quite nicely during the Drowned Sailor quest. 2 ticks and the sailors go down. In a random chest before Ambrosios we find a Staff of Fire and Wraps of Travel with 14% movement speed. A small increase which we can use at level 8. Just after Ambrosios there's the best item for this run, the Staff of the Magi. This time it did not take me 39 runs to find one. 15% recharge reduction and 21% additional fire damage is huge for the Earth run. On level 7 we unlock the Earth enchantment, which boosts our fire damage even more. Before the Gorgon fight we get the level up to level 9 and manage to find a Prometheus Flame. The Earth enchantment is now on level 7, giving plus 60% fire damage. With the 21% from the staff and the 3% from Prometheus Flame, we are now at a whopping plus 84% fire damage. I once again waste the Scroll of Arcane Power. I don't think it was necessary, but it didn't hurt either. Uriel goes down first, and Medusa and Steno follow soon after. In the Kephisos Valley I just barely managed to spot the green text of an Outrider's tunic, plus 10% movement speed, a great item to pick up. The Arcanist in Athens makes this run even better. Wraps of Journeying with 21% increase the movement speed even more. Before Alastor, we reach level 10. The Earth enchantment is now at stage 8. I am a bit conservative with the skill points because we have to go for a full respec somewhere in Egypt. Another Scroll of Arcane Power supports us during this fight, but the Ring of Flame is still our main damage source. The fight against the Minotaur Lord used to be a lot more finicky, because you had to stay in close range and wait for the Ring of Flame to slowly kill the bull. But things get a lot easier with the Scroll of the Breaking Wheel. The fight against the Telkin, however, is a walk in the park. During the Rune run you had to be careful with the Limoses, but with the Ring of Flame the life-sucking demon spawn goes down automatically. As a reward for killing the Telkin, we get another Prometheus Flame, another 3% bonus to fire damage. In Egypt, we dive into the library of Rakotis and take on the Scarab. We can tank the standard attacks with ease, but the poison shotgun is still dangerous. The minion Scarabs are harmless, just like the Limoses they die almost instantly from the Ring of Flame. Next up is the Ancient Scorpus, and I could have probably used the Scroll of Breaking Wheel here. Once again, melee enemy, Scroll would have dealt a lot of damage, and this fight is actually closer than I would have wanted it to be, but ultimately the Scorpion goes down as well. At the Lower Nile we help with the surrounded Promethean. The reason for that is that I want to be at level 14 when I enter Thebes. In Memphis, Imhotep gives us a ring with the Diogenes prefix, a 10% increase in intelligence, which we can use at level 15. And then in the Great Sphinx, there is a ceremonial crest of survival. I don't think I really need the plus 11% on gained experience, but the plus 8% on intelligence and plus 177 health sounds great to me. We use a Scroll of the Breaking Wheel against the Walking Stones. which is really not necessary, but I like to think that these few extra hits save a bit of time. With the Hand of Balance we can continue to Fayum. Neheb Cow again poses no threat at all. Melee enemies don't tend to survive long against the scroll of the Breaking Wheel. Upon entering Thebes we go for a full respec. All available points are used to unlock a stage 10 Eruption. Then we can continue to the Tomb of Ramses. The Tailkin number 2 is our next target, and it goes down to 7 Eruptions. It is once again a tedious fight, but not a dangerous one. After the fight we get 2 more skill points to max out the Eruption. And the first boss to get a taste of the full fiery lumps of lava is the Sand Wraith Lord. 3 Eruptions are enough to kill him and his smaller Sand Wraiths. Off to the east. The Temple of Marduk is our next point of interest. At its basement is a Chimera, and with the newly unlocked Earth Enchantment and our new gear which gives plus 18% intelligence, we managed to kill it in just 2 Eruptions. On the way to Chang'an, I decided to save the child from the raptor. It takes us about 5 seconds to do that, and the experience might make the difference between 2 levels later. I even went for the quest A Lesson in Despair for the same reason. It is quick and actually gives us a level up. This gives us an improved Earth Enchantment and the Heat Shield. A little bit of protection for the upcoming fight against the Demon Bull. Speaking of which, the Demon Bull only has 25% fire resistance, so the Eruption is quite good against it. After 4 Eruptions we can talk to the manager of the Jade Temple and go back to Chang'an. In Typhon's prison we have to face the 3rd Tailkin, and since we still have a scroll of the Breaking Wheel, we can use it and shorten the fight. Once again it takes 4 Eruptions to kill a boss. So, Lower Olympus. The Rune character had some issues here, and the Earth character also gets slapped on the first attempt to run to the Rebirth Fountain. The fight against Typhon is rather easy, we can stay at a safe distance for most of the time, and we only need to stand still for a fraction of the fighting time, as the Eruption has a rather long recharge time. The fight itself takes just over a minute, which means we end this run with a time of 1 hour, 13 minutes and 40 seconds. This run was about 9 minutes slower than the Rune run, with pretty much the best gear that you could realistically get. 31% movement speed from the Outrider's Tunic and the Boots of Journeying, a Staff of the Magi, and some intelligence boosting items is definitely not what you can expect from your average run. I find this run to be rather easy, early game leveling is almost automatic, and you can mostly stay at a safe distance during the endgame fights. That makes me put the Earth Mastery into A tier. I don't think there is a chance that this will ever beat the Rune run, but this time would place the Earth Mastery on a solid 4th place on the overall Glitchless Typhon leaderboard, beating 7 of the 10 submitted personal bests. Good job! Next up, Hunting.